What's up, lords and ladies? Welcome back to Mare Nostrum. I am the Godless Gamer, and you're watching episode 26. This should be an exciting episode because we're doing something today that I've just been putting off for the longest time. For reasons, not just because I'm lazy, but for reasons. I've been putting off vassalizing my companions, but I think I'm ready. I'm going to try to vassalize one of my companions today, a long timer who was recently returned from a vacation that I didn't know about. My buddy, Llewellyn himself, or the Welsh Knight. You're the eldest of the second generation companions that I've created so far, and you're of that proper age. You're in your young 30s. So I'm going to vassalize Llewellyn today. So welcome back from your vacation, Llewellyn. I didn't know you were gone. I was wondering why I hadn't heard from you in a while, but I did hear from you. Thank you for your comments. You're all up to date. Your son has been renamed and all that good stuff. Also, off screen, I was able to create another new companion, and I'm jiggered with one of my companions that I created last episode, which was T-Nex. T-Nex left me a comment and requested that I change his soldier from a legionary to an imperial cataphract, which I did do. Let's take a look at our companions. So a JCAV is the companion that I created out of whole cloth off screen. I hope you don't mind that I didn't dedicate any on-screen time to the creation of your character, JCAV. I hope you'll forgive me, because last episode was basically my method for creating companions, and since you understand my method for creating companions, I didn't feel it's necessary for you to see me create your companion, because I did it the exact same way that I created T-Nex's character last episode. So forgive me, JCAV. It's not that I don't love you. It's just that it's better not to waste on-screen. It's better not to waste on-screen time creating characters, because I have a bunch of other things that I have to do today. So I'm gonna have my hands full. So I hope you don't mind. But JCAV, your son has been created. I gave him your dad's armor, and you have armor that I purchased for you in Orticia, because that's where I am right now. So you did get updated, but I just wanted to make sure, because you're getting old, JCAV, and I just wanted to make sure that your son had your stuff before you died. That way I can guarantee we don't miss out on this armor, and I don't have to repurchase it and everything. So I'm sorry, I'm looking at T-Nex. But it's basically the same. You know what I mean. So JCAV, I created you. Llewellyn, he said it was okay if I didn't try to pronounce the name, because I'm going to butcher it. But according to Llewellyn, this means Llewellyn the Great. So now your son is all taken care of and everything, and he's going to be the first one that I vassalize. And then T-Nex, I just want to prove to you that I switched your character from a legionary to a cataphract. It's evident by the fact that he has 200 learning. So that's evidence right there. I just want to prove it to you, T-Nex, because I feel like you'll get on me in the comments if I don't prove it to you. But you are a cataphract now, and not only are you a cataphract, but you're 20 years old. Your old character, which I named V-Nex, because I thought you would be cool if you had an evil twin wandering around, they kill themselves after you dismiss them. But this was your old character. He was 26, so your new character's 20. So there you go, T-Nex. You should be happy. You have a much younger son. So that covers all of my companions. The diplomatic situation is different, as is typical in every new episode. I usually do some diplomatic stuff. I was able to get a peace treaty with the Aserai. We're no longer fighting on our southern front. We're not fighting in Africa anymore, because we want to focus on the Western Empire. I want to take Legetta. This episode, it's like the first thing I'm going to do is take Legetta. It has level 2 walls, which is not bad. And that's actually good for us. It'll help us it'll make it easier to take it. But I would prefer to have it be level 3 walls, because I'm giving this to Llewellyn. Now, you might ask yourselves, I'm sure some of my companions are wondering this, are you just going to get one city? No, you're not just going to get one city. The way I'm going to divide up my vassals' land is kind of treat it like provinces, like Roman provinces. And since I'm going to be giving Legetta to Llewellyn might also get Veron Castle, Thractore Castle, Hertogea Castle, and then Rote. I think that's a decent-sized fief right there. And if we're pretending that this map is the map of our world, I would like to pretend that this is like Cisalpine Gaul. This is northern Italy, so these are the the Italian Alps, which divide Cisalpine Gaul from like Transalpine Gaul and Gaul. So yeah, it's just perfect. And it feels like that because and then Llewellyn, if I'm giving you this province, you're going to be my northern border against like the Valandians and the entire north of my empire, basically. But this is probably what I'm going to end up giving you. Now, we can't get everything all at once because the Valandians own these castles, which is one of the reasons why I want to jump on the Western Empire. I'm concerned that the Valandians are going to take Legetta from me, and I don't want them to take it. I don't want to have to fight the Valandians to take Legetta. So that's why we're going to just jump on the Western Empire. I'm checking the diplomacy just to make sure that... So the Western Empire isn't currently involved in any wars. So yeah, that's what I'm planning. And then as we continue, because I'm not going to land a bunch of vassals today, just the one. But then as the series continues and as we continue to get conquest, I'll try to roughly create new provinces that I think I'm going to give away to companions. Like, I think another good province would be, like, all of this in Africa. Like, this is a decent-sized province. You know what I mean? So I'll do my best to divide the map into provinces that I'll give away to my vassals. So I hope that makes I hope that all makes sense. Sorry about the stuttering. I'm at full party size. We might as well just jump on the war because that's what I was planning to do. There is a hideout up here in Batanian territory that I was thinking maybe I can get up here and create another companion. I do have Valandian cavalry to prepare for Abrax's son, and then I have Batanian archers to prepare for Arthur's son. So I'm in the process of ranking up the proper soldiers to create my other companions. Because it's just Abrax and Arthur that are the last two. I have a better idea. Instead of going for that hideout, because I'm just getting worried that somebody's going to declare war on the Western Empire and take Legetta, so I have a better idea. I don't have a choice now, because it's just so predictable. The Valandians, like, I could see this coming from a mile away, because the Valandians have no other no other enemy to fight, really. They have nobody else to fight. Let's hope that they prioritize these Batanian lands first before they come for this. But what I was going to do was declare war on them and then hit a couple of these villages, and then I could do that method. I could use that method of creating companions. We'll have time to try at least pre-Mesos, but I need people to resist me. And I have to try the village method before I bring my army together. Because if I bring my army together, it's going to make it much harder. Let's try. This is the only village I'm going to try. I'm not going to try my luck going for Montos. We're going straight for Legetta after this. And once we're done with this, I'm gathering my army together. In fact, let's just get that gathered together now. Bjorn, yes, you are still alive. Still kicking. The odds are very low. This is a very small amount of defenders, so I'm not liking my odds. I'm not liking my odds, but I might as well try. And at least this will be a good training session for the Batanian soldiers that aren't Fian champions yet. Keep my infantry out of this. Keep everybody out of this. Alright, Jacob the Elder, you are commanding my infantry formation. Your son is under your command. Bjornsson is under your command. T-Nex, you're under my command. It's not necessary now, but if I do this at the beginning of the episode and I set up 2 cavalry formations, that's what I want to do when I have my army together. So I'm just going to preemptively do it now. Let's lock all this. Actually not. Let's not lock everything. So yeah, the odds of a Fian champion distinguishing themselves is very low. I only have 2 Fian champions in my party right now. The things I do to prioritize my companions. I see a lot of Batanians all in a group right here. They're front and center. Same here. Alright, this is not the best terrain. This is really shitty terrain. Forward! I would be absolutely shocked. I will be shocked if one of them... Nope, they only have 1 kill between the 2 of them. The Palatine Guard are just gonna absolutely dominate, of course. Still only one kill. There's a Fian champion right here. Maybe he can get 5 kills right here, or whatever he needs. Nope. I didn't think it was going to happen, but at least we just ranked up some of the Batanian soldiers. There we go, we just created another Fian champion, so we're making it slightly easier. I could maybe try again at that other village. If the Valandians send an army down this way, I'll see it coming at least. Alright, we're getting lucky. We're gonna take this village out. We'll try again. Hopefully there's more than, like, 60 defenders. 97. And hopefully this is a better layout for a village. I like how I said at the beginning of the episode I wouldn't be really wasting time trying to create companions, yet here I am, trying to create companions. But this is our last attempt before we siege Legetta. Yeah, the landscape is absolute shit for what I'm trying to do right now.
Forward! Soldiers! Get moving!
Come on, Batanian soldiers. Two kills amongst the 3 of them. 4, 5, 6. All right, not bad. I can't get involved. 7. Who's gonna get the lucky last kill? They're up to 9 now, so 9 kills between 3 of them. We could get lucky. We did get one. We got lucky. One of them got 6. But watch, he's going to be like 40 years old. So this will be Arthur if all goes well. I'm giving you athletics for obvious reasons, just one of the best combat skills you can have. It's applicable to whatever build you have. Then leadership and stewardship to make you a good party leader potentially, and to make you a good governor potentially when you get landed. But it might be completely pointless if he's a bad age. He's too old. I like his blonde fro and his mustache, though. But yeah, not worth it. So that's another Botanian out of my party. It's another Fian champion that we're dropping, which isn't good. So now we have 4. With the loss of him, we're down to 4. It sucks, but that's how it worked out. I'm sorry. I tried, Arthur. I tried, but I have no choice. I have to attack the Geta now. The time has come. They didn't send any reinforcements. It did take me a little bit longer to siege the city, because I had to drop the siege when I was getting reinforcements, when, like, my army was still gathering together. As the reinforcements were arriving, they were getting attacked by, like, little individual parties, so I had to stop the siege and then let my army gather up a bit before I had to do this. So I had to reset the siege, but you guys won't see that because I'm going to edit that out, of course. But we are ready to go. After this is over, I will not pillage it or do anything like that, since I want it in mint condition for when I give it to Llewellyn. I'm just a little nervous that there's a Western Empire army on the horizon somewhere. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Let's take this city. This is an important battle for us, because this is the first siege battle that the city, or the reward, the city that we're taking, is being given to one of my companions. So this is a historical moment. I like it. It's not bad. We don't have, like, the best weather. It's a little cloudy and gloomy. I don't think I would have built the castle here. I think I would have built the castle up here, because it's a higher elevation. Not how I would have laid the city out, but that's how it is. I like it. It's an imperial city. I like most of the imperial cities. There aren't many imperial cities that I don't like. Okay, one of the towers goes right there. One of the towers goes right there, and then the ram, of course. I might end up going up the tower, because it's closer to the gatehouse, and I want to clear the upstairs at the gatehouse so they don't drop too many rocks on my dudes. So I might end up going up this tower. We'll see. I'll do whatever the hell I need to do to take this city. Of course, it went right over his shoulder. I see. That crossbowman just hit me. Revenge. Headshot. Whoops. Alright, my archers are doing they're doing pretty good. Taking out the archers on the walls. Yeah, I'm not going up the tower. It's too far from the gatehouse. Just letting some of my men get up there, just so it's not just me by myself, in case all fails. In case it turns out to be a complete disaster, I'm not just by myself with a bunch of crap. And let's be aware of the huge ledge that I'm standing on. Ouch. What the hell? Where did that come from? Oh, I see. There's a pile of rocks right over there. Can you see that on the left? And the guy's using it to throw rocks. Alright, we need to stop him from doing that right now. Get the hell out of the way. Oh, here he comes again. Just pushing my way through. Hopefully they just ignore me for the most part. Give them a piece of their own medicine. I'll try to be careful not to hit my own dudes. There we go, there's 7 guys. And that was the opportunity we needed. Excellent. Now we need to clear the gatehouse. Because they're refilling it. There's a bunch of guys going in there right now. Come on, guys, let's go, let's go, let's go. We need to move. Crap. Oh, getting way too close to this wall. Ouch. I was standing amongst a bunch of enemies and I didn't realize that. Holy crap. Okay, I guess we're not clearing the gatehouse anytime soon. There we go. Staying the hell away from the edge. Look how hard I'm trying. Oh, we've broken through the gate quite a bit. We've broken through the gate. But this is the trouble that I'm going through to get you your fiefdom, Llewellyn. Look at all the men that I'm sacrificing for you. Nope, that's gotta stop, boys. No more shooting out the arrow slits. There might be guys at the top of the towers, but I'm not gonna bother. There aren't. All things considered, 100 deaths Not awful. Ooh. Abrax, is this your son? 9 kills? Abrax, we might have your son right here. Without really trying. I mean, he got 9 kills, so... Yeah, when you get more kills, I think you get more skill points to everything that you allocate. I think it depends on how many kills you get. Don't quote me on that, but... seems to be the case. Holy crap, if we create you, Bjorn... I'm sorry, Bjorn. If we create you, Abrax, that would be excellent. 39. Nope. RNG is not on our side today. We are close to Vlandian territory if I do need to recruit. Like, I didn't get many of them. I didn't grab a lot of Vlandian soldiers because I was running low on room in my party, and I was prioritizing the Batanians first because I wanted to make Arthur first. Show mercy. As the capturer, yes, I'm going to claim it. That way I can personally give it to Llewellyn. But before we give it away, Llewellyn, I just want to manage it a little bit. Because once it's out of my hands, it's out of my hands, and it's in your hands. So I'll just do as much as I can. It's definitely a work in progress. But at least the Mason is level 3. Siege Workshop level 2. I'm not sure this project will continue to be the one that keeps going when I give it to you. I don't know, once you get the fief, are you going to switch the project? I don't know. But I'll give you a nice stipend of 50 grand to help you build these walls. The rest is up to you. Loyalty's okay, security's okay. The food production seems to be okay as well. So it's a good city, it's a work in progress. And then I also think anything I do in improved garrisons is irrelevant once I give it to you, Llewellyn, but I might as well just give it a try. Because I'm giving you this city with not that many defenders. Just over 500. It's a start. Let me kick out the fake Abrax. Regbold the Horseman. Soon to be dead from suicide on the side of the road. I need to sell my prisoners while we're here. And my loot. Jacob the Younger, you still have the best horse that I can give you. Same with you, Abrax, you still have the best horse that I can give you. So everybody's still taken care of. We're on top of everybody's equipment. As you prepare to leave, a delegation of townspeople approach you. A group of lepers is encamped before the walls, and they beg passers-by for alms. Let's just get them money and tell them to get out, because that's what they want. Just give them what they want, tell them to leave. Llewellyn, I don't want your city to be infested with lepers. So I did you a favor. So here we go, ready to go now. Let's talk to Llewellyn. Let's have the most important conversation that he's ever going to have in his life, basically. The day he goes from being just a glorified general to being ennobled and being a landowner. And not a bad, not a bad city to start with, man. I really wish it had level 3 walls, but if it had level 3 walls, it would have been harder to take. So we're gonna be waving goodbye to Llewellyn now. He's no longer gonna be in my party. I no longer have control over what your equipment is or what your fate is gonna be. The only thing I can do is call you into my army. It's up to you to govern your settlements and do all that.
Peace to you.
That's what happens with great power comes great responsibility. What happened at Primesos? Well, war is cruel. Oh, you mean I killed all the villagers there? I wish to reward you for your services. Thank you, my lord. I have often thought about that. If I had a fief with revenues and perhaps a title to go with it, I could marry well and pass my wealth down to my heirs, and of course raise troops to help defend the realm. Indeed, you have shed your blood for me and your father, and you deserve a fief of your own. Legetta. Legetta? This is a great honor, my lord. I will protect it until my last drop of blood. I am pleased to grant you the title of an Archon and the fiefdom of Legetta. You richly deserve it. You're getting another 20 grand from me, and I have to spend 500 influence. It's a good thing I have a bunch of influence. Now, when I create you, you're going to create your own generic, like, sigil. And I'm curious to see what your sigil is going to be. And then your clan name. I'm looking at my reference material. Gwynedd. Oops. Gwynedd. That's your sigil? Okay, I guess. I thought it would be something more like a natural, like a tree or like a flower or something like that. That's what I imagined for you, Llewellyn, but that's the sigil you created. You can create whatever sigil you want, man. That's what you went with. You're in charge of yourself now. So that's what you went with. When it's on your shield, when we're looking at you on the battle map, interesting that you have whatever the hell this is. What is that? You're using a new weapon or something? But now that it's on your shield, it does kind of look like a flower. But we're not done yet, Llewellyn. We still have business with you. I told my vassals that when I landed them, there was an extra condition. Expel from the kingdom. No, I just want to have a conversation with you because I need to change your culture because that's one of the conditions. We'll send you a messenger. And you were landed at 31. You're 31 years old. What do you think of adopting the realm's culture? Now, remember, guys, this is the mod that I installed recently. Vassal Culture Switch is what it's called, and I did it for this exact reason. What do you think of adopting the realm? You don't have a choice, really, but I'll humor you by asking you a question. What do you think of adopting the realm's culture? My lord, it would not be easy, but you earned my loyalty, and I can see how important the realm's unity is for you. Then please make sure that you enter, that your entire clans adpots our culture. Please, Llewellyn, please adpot my culture. Yes, my lord, it will be done. Your relation went down a little bit as a result of that, but your relation's 90. I mean, it was 100 when I vassalized you, and now as a result of doing that, it went down by 10, but that's okay. You still love me. So now you're Imperial, and now you'll have an easier time governing Legetta. So there we go. Congratulations, Llewellyn. You're on the front lines of this war. You're on the complete northern border of my current empire as it stands right now. It's your job to defend these lands, and I feel like these are very valuable lands. I mean, it's on a river, so there's trade. It's connected to Mare Nostrum. Since it's along a river, I would imagine that the land along the river is very fertile. These are your villages, Montos and Primesos. Don't make me come back here and have to defend it. Oh, there's an army right here, gathering. And I'm just going to bring you back into the army, Llewellyn, because I just don't want you to get sniped now that you're on your own. All of these Western Empire parties are going after that army. I just want to shadow that army, because if I can snipe a big army... I have no desire for this castle because it's Batanian. But since the Western Empires, since their army came up in this direction, maybe I can try my hand to creating another companion. We can try creating, oh, and then there's a Vlantian army. Where are they going? Are they going to rotate? If they're going to rotate to siege it, I've got to turn my ass around. They're traveling to Remtoil Castle, so they're trying to take this. That's not my concern. That's a Batanian castle. Not my concern. Let's take out this hideout. We can try to create... Well, how many Batanian Fian champions do I have? I have 7 of them. That's a decent amount, but it's like bringing ranged troops to a hideout. Like, the Fian champions don't have shields, so that's kind of a liability for them. And I don't have enough banner knights to bring on this hideout because I would need one of these banner knights to get a bunch of kills. How about we do this? How about we bring a few Batanian VN champions and we bring this banner knight, and then maybe Abrax will distinguish himself? Even though my entire army is together, I still have the pick of what I want to bring on this assault. So yeah, we'll bring all of the Fian champions, and I'll bring the Banner Knight. I'm just a little concerned that we're gonna lose, and then I'm gonna get imprisoned by these bandits. That would be super embarrassing. I'm just gonna bring an extra legionary. Or maybe extra 2 legionaries. Look, the Batanians don't have shields, so if they have like a bunch of guys with javelins, they're gonna get taken out. And it's just gonna be me and my Banner Knight. Let's see how it goes. What's nice about the Fian champions is that their swords, or their two-handed swords, are basically one-hit kills against these guys. Not against regular soldiers, but against these guys, they're basically one-hit kills. Don't want our legionaries getting killed. I'm trying to hold them back a little bit here. Ooh, right in the face. The Fian champions have all the kills. No, legionaries, stay behind, stay back. The Banner Knight is just the slowest of all. He's the cavalry guy, he's so used to being on a horse. The horse does all the work for him. Alright, at least on the bright side, that's more kills for the, that's more kills for the Fian champions. The legionaries got 2 kills. Oh, there goes a Fian champion, see? He got taken out by a rock. And then another one got taken out by a rock. See what I mean? Hopefully they didn't die. Nope, just 2 wounded. So at least they didn't die. And here's the Valandian taking his sweet time. Ooh, nice decapitation. Alright, this last part is the tricky part because it's the brawl between the 2 gangs. Like, West Side Story, straight up, 2 gangs. Just what's missing is the snapping fingers. They don't have that many of them. That's not that many. But I'll try to soak up as much of the damage as I can. Oh, and there goes 2 Britannian Band champions right off the bat. Oh my goodness! Udger's Greenleaf. See, now he only gets plus 55 for roguery on the first round. See what I mean? So I think it depends on how many kills you get. The amount of skill points that you get. Alright, please don't be like 40 years old again. $25. Another ginger. Why are all of my companions turning out to be gingers? T-Nex, you're not a ginger. Misty wasn't. Bjornson wasn't. Abrax. Oh, that's Abrax the Elder. Alright, I take that back. Maybe not everybody's a ginger, but it feels like everybody that I see. Maybe just all the rejects that I'm finding, they're all gingers, but we just keep dismissing them. But here we go. A nice 25-year-old. A young 25-year-old. Llewellyn was a ginger. Llewellyn's son is a ginger. So I'm just finishing your character right now. I'm about to assign the last attribute point, and I'll tell you right now, Arthur, or Mordred, your character turned out really well. Like, just going through all these, like, athletics, you're almost at your top, you're almost gotten your last perk in athletics already. Same with bow and arrow, but that's to be expected. Same with two-handed, so you just got really lucky. This guy is pretty impressive. But I'm going to throw this last attribute point into endurance, and then there you go. I'm not sure if you want me to improve your son's riding, Arthur. Do you want him to be mounted just like your dad was? I don't know. Because if that's the case, it's going to take a few focus points to get him up to a decent level. Like, I can't give him a good horse right now. But there we go. Now the last person to create is going to be Abrax. He's the last one. Should I mean, we are close to Vlandian territory. We need to find a castle. Pharaon Castle's imperial. Castles are where I get the cavalry troops from Vlandians. Talavel Castle's not that far. I'm gonna head to Talavel Castle and just hit up its 2 villages so I can get some more Vlandian-themed soldiers in my party. I'm not doing... Like, I should really do this on my own, in my own party, because I would move faster, and I'm dragging all these people along with me to go do this. Hey guys, never mind. I can't do it unless I'm in my own party, because the moment that I step into any of these villages, all of my other parties suck up all the recruits. How much influence do I have? It's going to cost me influence to break up the army and then get it back together again. My non-aggression pact has ended with the Sturgians. Hold on. A trade agreement with the Vlandians. Vlandians are stronger than us. They have a stronger military than us. Only slightly, but still. And that's the only agreement. So we have no non-aggression pacts right now. So I'm not gonna get that many soldiers from it. Maybe like 4 or 5 or something, but I'm gonna disband my army just really quickly. Go into Talivel, recruit all the Valandian soldiers that are here. So 6 of them. That way they're in my party. And then I'll spend a bunch of influence getting everybody back together. Sylvia, where the hell are you going? Did I not tell you to join me? Oh, she doesn't have enough soldiers yet. I wouldn't be against an alliance, like, through marriage with the Vlandians. It's a little bit... It's definitely more solid than, and longer lasting, than just a diplomatic alliance. But I'm not going to do that guy. I'm actually curious. Hold on. Who is the leader? Hallgard. He does have a son that we've never met. If my sister's going to marry anybody, it's going to be into the royal family. His wife is dead, so if... Okay, good thing I checked that. If I send a message to this guy, and I try to arrange a marriage, it's going to try to arrange a marriage between my sister and him, which is not what we want, because he's 60 years old. But the son, yes. I'm just sending him a message just so I can learn how old he is. Because my sister is on the older side, and she's probably not going to bear him any children if I were to get them married right now. She's 37, so she can still bear children. Vadikond is his name?
Well now, stranger.
Alright, well, he is an adult, at least. He's 34.
Peace to you.
Can I arrange a marriage?
What is your name?
No. Yeah, I can't... I can't try to... Like, I can't do anything on behalf of my sister. Like, his dad has to die, in other words. His dad has to die first. Alright, we're close to Usong Castle. Maybe I can try to get a few more Valandians and disband my army again. I'm not being efficient. I'm pissing away influence. I realize this. But it's the only way that I can pull the soldiers into my own party and not have them go into the rest of the parties in my army. The bound villages are Usank. Wow, this castle only has 1 bound village. It's really sad. Never mind, I'm not going to bother. We should have enough Flandians. I didn't get here in time. This village was being raided. I just didn't get there in time to scare him off. So, one of your villages got raided. I'll hang around here to just do my best and defend your city, but there are other things I want to grab. Like, I want to grab Rote, but I think it still has a ton of defenders that I can't handle. Let me see what my what my clan limit is, or my clan level. We're still just under 6. That got me 200 influence, though. That was nice, that little dilemma. There's, like, not much in the way of food here. I'm debating on whether or not I'm going to deposit any soldiers in the garrison. Because it's not on my list anymore, Llewellyn. I can't help you with your garrison size or anything. It's all up to you. This is the price you pay when you become one of my vassals. Everything is up to you to manage. 631 defenders, it's not bad. If I have to come back and defend it, I should have enough time to get back here. I'm gonna take another gander at Rote and its defenses. There's too many defenders here. It's too many. 1,200 with my 1,378. Maybe with the addition of those parties, I can manage it. But we can't allow any parties to be in there, because the defenders are too strong as it is. Looks like the Vlandians are trying to take Kursego's castle. It's another imperial settlement that the Vlandians are taking for themselves. Can you just see the war that's brewing? Can you see the war that is culminating? It's gonna happen sooner or later. I know it, and I'm not looking forward to that time. Like, I would really like to prepare as much as I can before the Vlandians and us inevitably crash. Like, I've just been delaying it and delaying it and delaying it for most of this series. So yeah, we're not going after Rote, but since we're close to Jalmaris, I might just take that in. 1,000, that's not good either. And it has level 3 walls. Same with Rote, it's got level 3 walls too. Yeah, that's a ton of defenders. If I had my starting army, the one that I took... what is all this red? Oh, I think... You know what I think that is, actually? I'm allowing the AI to create companions as well. I'm allowing the AI to create its own characters, just to fill the world up. I thought it would be a good way to fill the world up with characters if I allowed the AI to do it themselves. The odds are really low, but I think that's what that is. If I had to guess with that red notification, because it definitely stands out at the bottom left. I'm sure it's happened a couple of times, but I'll pay attention. Here's another hideout. I just don't have the proper soldiers for this yet. I still only have one banner knight. What to do, what to do, what to do. I could start a pretend siege. How about we do that? Let's start a pretend siege and see if it draws in any Western Empire armies. Because if it doesn't draw in a Western Empire army, if we take it out, I might come back into my territory and just do some more recruiting just to try to take another city. Because the amount of defenders in these cities is just way too much. I'm telling you. I can promise you that. So I've been sitting here for quite a while, like a few in-game days, and they're not sending a response. So I'm very tempted. But if I get a peace treaty with the Western Empire, there's no guarantee that they're going to stop their Vlandian war, because if I get a peace treaty with them and then the Vlandians are allowed to continue attacking them and taking things, that's not good. I'd be giving the Vlandians the opportunity to take some of these things that I don't want them to take. Sure, we can get a trade agreement with the Khusaits. It's totally fine. So yeah, I don't want this peace agreement. It's the same exact offer. No. Oh, there we go. There we go. And I should be able to catch them. They're on their way to siege Remtoil Castle, so if they do start the siege, I can jump on them then. Distinguished Service Promotion Manor. I guess I'm just gonna have to ignore that. I don't quite understand that notification because it keeps happening. I wonder, how about, I'm just gonna do this as a test. I just want to test it. If I turn off the ability for the AI to recruit companions, is that going to stop? I'm gonna wait for them to begin the siege, that way I don't fight a huge army. Let them take some losses. There's only 317 defenders. Do I care if they take this? No. If this was an imperial castle that the Valandians owned and the Western Empire was going to retake it, I would allow them to do that. But now the Valandians are still in the process of trying to take this. The Valandians have an army of 1,500 running around. So we'd be doing the Valandians a huge favor by taking out this army. $295. We have to attack them before the Valandian army does. And we don't want the Valandians reinforcing us, so we have to attack them now. We outnumber them 2-1. So it's red. It confused me for a second. I thought we were being reinforced, but we're not being reinforced by them. We're defending a Valandian settlement. Alright, let's do it. And then I have to make a decision on whether or not I accept a peace treaty with the Western Empire, because we either do that or we head back to our territory to stock up on more soldiers so we can attack Rote and take Rote before the Valandians take it.
Move! Move! Footman! Forward!
It's not the best position because there is obstruction from letting some of my archers get their shots off, but...
Arrow! Cavalry! Get moving!
And there are some Valandian soldiers here.
Riders! Move! Right! Heard that, lads? Move! Oh, man!
Never mind, we're not putting our archers up there. Screw that.
Move out! Infantry! Get moving!
At least the Valandians are acting as bullet sponges. They're the ones that are getting shot at the most. So they can waste their ammo on the Valandians.
Cavalry! At them!
Still completely silent. I hate when it does this. Come on, man. I want to hear my music. Shamefully missing all of these javelins from people who aren't even moving. But they are in a loose formation, in my defense. Alright, I'm gonna put my infantry ahead here.
Make a shield wall!
They can soak up the damage. Ouch. The one time I look away, I just wanted to look up and see all the arrows flying over my head. But we're definitely winning the range duel. And now they're coming at us. Alright, let's get my infantry back over here. I took them out of shield wall formation. Let's move our archers back. Because they're coming full speed at us. Now they're falling back. Just playing chicken with each other. They're getting reinforcements now, too. I'm just trying to take my time here because they do have a geographical advantage. They have the higher ground. And I just don't want to go in and send all, because the Valandians aren't doing anything. They're not going to help me out. I've got to do all the work over here. Finally, there's some music.
Form a shield wall! Infantry! Onward!
No, guys, I don't want you to... I want them to advance facing straight forward. That way they can tank the shots. Alright, we're sending in everybody. We're sending our cavalry in too, and I'm moving my archers up as much as I want. Now we're gonna send the cavalry, or the archers, or the infantry. Oh my god, I'm talking all over myself today. So sorry, guys. Go. Just go. And get out of line formation. I mean, get out of shield wall formation.
Side by side!
Just not one of my days for speaking, okay? Like... And this most likely isn't the end. They're going to get another wave of reinforcements coming in here. So we have to reset. That was a Stygian... Oh, no, that was a named character. But there are Stygian soldiers in here. And they have really good infantry. So they are definitely a match for my legionaries and my Nazis. Oops. I'm making a mistake. I'm making a mistake. Get back. It's too late. I didn't realize they were pushing so heavily. I thought they were in the process of, like, getting ready to retreat. Still okay. Did get another wave of reinforcements, and they're not retreating yet, but we're almost there. Their morale should break soon. Fun to ride down the formation. It's just, you know, it's like whack-a-mole. Like, how high can your score get? Just free kills. When I actually hit them. Poor fools. Now we do have to wait for an... Here's two Thean champions. We do have to wait for another peace negotiated from the... we have to wait to get it from the Western Empire. Because I declined both of the ones they sent before, so we have to wait for another one. "76 deaths, but it's not all from our parties. I think the Flandians might have taken a few losses, but not that many."
Enough! I'm your prisoner. I can't pay.
Yes, I will take prisoners.
Enough!
So yeah, I think I'm gonna wait. What are the Vlandians off to do? Traveling to Gersegos. You know what, guys? I just hit an hour and a half on OBS. I typically don't like to end episodes when we're in the middle of a war. I usually like to end them before I... This is a ransom offer, we'll ignore that. Let's at least head to Legetta. I'll sell all my stuff, sell my generic prisoners. Okay, Jacob, you're off to a good start with getting your riding skills. As soon as you level this up a little bit more, you can get a better and better horse. I don't know. I'm at the point where I don't even know what I should. I mean, I could get the last one into roguery. Crime rating decrease. Yeah, I don't. I'm not in a rush to improve roguery, really. Charm maybe. Relation with the nearest settlement owner clan when you clear a hideout. I wish I was improving my stewardship skill somehow. I'm just not doing anything that improves that skill. Screw it. Let's just make ourselves more charming. My wife still has yet to get pregnant again. I don't think I'm going to get my wife pregnant again. I think she's done. I think she's done. She's 40 years old now. I think it's still possible for her to get pregnant, but the likelihood is dropping rapidly. And I was correct. I haven't seen that red notification down at the bottom left since I prevented the AI from creating characters. So I think I was right. And there it is. And so we can stop listening to... Just in time. Okay, the tribute that they're paying us isn't as good as the two offers we had before, but whatever. There we go. So I doubt that the Western Empire and the Valandians are going to stop fighting. But I would be really surprised if the Valandians were able to muster enough soldiers to take Rote, considering how many defenders that we've seen each time that we've been over here. I mean, I don't put it past the Valandians, but I'm just hoping that the Valandians just focus on up here. You have two cities up here in Botanian territory that you could finish, and they could take this, and then that would be really scary. That's like, holy crap, man. Valandians are becoming a bigger and bigger threat every day, every episode. The Valandians are getting scarier and scarier. I mean, let's get a trade agreement with them. Like, just really doing whatever I can to. I mean, now militarily we seem to be about the same strength. So yeah, their war is continuing. Alright, we'll have to see how it goes. I won't be really happy if the Valandians take Rote, but at the very least, we took Legetta. And if we do get involved in a war with the Valandians, we have three very obvious conquests that we want to get. Because if we fight the Valandians, I want to make sure that Llewellyn's fief is safe, first of all, and then I want to just secure his province. And then maybe I could begin the process of landing some of my other companions, because they're getting older and older as time goes by. So I'm running out of time to do that, but I just need to think a little bit more carefully about what I'm giving away to my other companions. I gave thought to Llewellyn, because it made the most sense. He's a Botanian, and this is the closest to his territory, his native lands. But yeah, Llewellyn, I want to build this province for you. Legetta and at least its surrounding imperial castles. Maybe I'll give Arthur Rote, even though it is a little bit better because it's got level 3 walls, but yeah. Look, I'm not in control of all these separate circumstances, so it's not like I think Arthur is more important or anything. It's just, I don't know, this seems like a logical, because if I give you too much Llewellyn before you have like a large enough family and a large enough clan to manage it all, like I might be doing you a disservice by giving you all this stuff before you're prepared for it, you know? Because it's going to be tough for you to defend 5 castles right off the bat. So I'm just starting off slow, and I gave you the most important thing, which is Legetta. I want to check out your clan and see if it's grown at all, if you've had any kids. Nope. You still have yet to get married, though. But who the hell are these two people that you are, that you... I'm sending them messages. I want to learn who these two people are. And I'm going to wait for them to arrive.
Allow me to introduce myself.
What? This is who you hired, Llewellyn? This is who you brought into your... He's a noble of the Roman Empire. Did you adopt... Is this somebody you adopted into your clan or something as like a member of your family? Because he is a noble. He's 48 years old. He's older than you are. So maybe this is your version of companion. So like you're the ruler and these are the companions that you're bringing into your clan, just like the companions that I brought into my clan. So this is your Llewellyn, I guess. And then who's the other person? He just looks weird. He has no family. He's just a loner. He's just, I guess, one of your friends, one of your best friends from childhood or something. He's your vassal, perhaps? And then who's this other guy?
Allow me to introduce
Just
myself.
another person that has, like, tattoos and no clothes on. Llewellyn, are you making the proper choices? Are you being responsible in who you're bringing into your inner circle? He's 19, so at least you can mentor this guy. Yeah, I have no idea who these people are. Arlic is a member of the Gwynedd, a noble family of the Empire that is backing Publius the Elder in the Civil War. He has a reputation of being ambitious. Well, yeah. I don't know, I guess maybe these are your sons, but it doesn't say they're your sons. I guess they're just people that are created when you get vassalized. The game just creates companions for you, I guess. But very interesting. At least you're not alone. You have two weird dudes with you. I can break up this army. I'm disbanding this army now. So we'll just allow the rest of my parties to go off and get their troop strength back. And then hopefully, maybe in the next episode, we'll just start another war against the Western Empire, but this time we'll be better prepared for it. And I might use the off time between the episodes to do more recruiting in Vlandian territory. I'll get a few more Vlandian soldiers, and then next episode, I'll try to create you Abrax. Oh, no, did we... Am I just going crazy? No, we created Mordred, and we created Jacob the Younger. So yeah, we have Arthur's son, now we need to do Abrax. Your son's name's gonna be Abraxes, Abraxes. Okay. So that'll be something for next episode, but this one's going to end here. A very, very quick war. One of the quickest wars we've ever fought. I wasn't expecting that. I thought it would drag on a little bit longer. But the fact that the Western Empire was also fighting the Vlandians is another reason why they probably wanted the war to end as quickly as possible. Alright, so a lot to think about in the next episode. That's another conquest. I vassalized one of my companions. I created a new companion. So we did get a lot done. Fought a war and won it in the same episode. So very, very fun. Thank you so much for tuning in today, lords and ladies. This is going to be the end of this one. Hope you enjoy your new land, Llewellyn, and I hope you run it well. I hope I don't have to babysit you too much. But like I said, if we ever get pulled into a war with the Vlandians, we have these 3 obvious targets, which will all be part of your domain. So you have that to look forward to. You're not just going to get one city. Same goes with the rest of my companions. You're not just going to get one city. I just have to figure out how I'm going to organize all the land I give away. But anyway, I could do that behind the scenes. Thank you so much for tuning in today, lords and ladies. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, hit that thumbs up button down below. Leave your comments down below, especially my companions. Leave your comments down below. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button as well. And I will see you guys in the next one. Episode 27 will be coming at you soon. But until then, have a good one, guys.